Top 10 secret war missions that changed history. Hidden operations revealed. The course of human history is shaped by forces both seen and unseen. While wars rage openly on the battlefields, there exists another kind of conflict, one fought in the shadows, cloaked in secrecy. These are the covert operations, the clandestine missions that have altered the destinies of nations and the very fabric of our world. Join me now as we venture into the annals of history, peeling back the layers of time to uncover 10 of the most impactful secret war missions ever undertaken. From daring rescues to ingenious deceptions, these operations will reveal the audacity, the ingenuity, and the moral complexities that define the very nature of war itself. The year is 1943. The Second World War rages on, a global struggle that has already claimed millions of lives. The Allied forces prepare for one of the most audacious invasions in military history, the liberation of Sicily. To succeed, they must overcome a formidable foe, the cunning and ruthless German war machine led by Adolf Hitler. The Allies needed a plan to outmaneuver the enemy, to mislead them, to strike at the very heart of their strategic thinking. And so, from the depths of wartime ingenuity, was born Operation Mincemeat. At the heart of this improbable plan lay a most peculiar protagonist, a corpse, carefully chosen and meticulously prepared to play a role in this grand deception. The body, that of a homeless man, was given a new identity, transformed into Major William Martin, a fictitious British officer carrying top-secret documents. These documents, meticulously crafted forgeries, detailed a fictional Allied invasion of Greece, a diversion designed to draw German forces away from the true target, Sicily. The Germans discovered the body and the seemingly vital documents. Hitler, convinced by the ruse, diverted his forces, weakening his defenses in Sicily. Operation Mincemeat, a testament to the power of deception, had succeeded. The Allies secured a crucial victory, a turning point in the war. The year is 1979. A revolution grips Iran, toppling the Shah and ushering in a new era of Islamic rule. A group of Iranian students storms the US embassy in Tehran, taking 52 Americans hostage. President Jimmy Carter authorizes a daring rescue mission, Operation Eagle Claw. The plan involves helicopters, transport aircraft, and a team of highly trained Delta Force operators. Under the cover of darkness, they would infiltrate Iranian airspace, establish a secret staging area, and then launch a lightning raid on the embassy compound. But from the outset, Operation Eagle Claw is plagued by difficulties. The harsh desert environment, mechanical failures, and a fatal mid-air collision cripple the mission. 8 American servicemen lose their lives in the Iranian desert, their sacrifice a stark reminder of the high cost of covert operations. The failed mission sends shockwaves through the United States, casting a long shadow over the Carter administration. As the Third Reich tightens its grip on Europe, a small but determined group of German officers, disgusted by the horrors of the Nazi regime, begin to plot its downfall. Their plan, codenamed Operation Valkyrie, is as daring as it is desperate. Led by Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg, they aim to assassinate Hitler and seize control of the government. On July 20th, 1944, Stauffenberg, carrying a bomb in his briefcase, attends a meeting with Hitler at his Wolf's Lair headquarters. He places the briefcase near Hitler and excuses himself. The bomb explodes, but a heavy table leg shields Hitler from the full force of the blast. Though injured, he survives. The conspirators are quickly rounded up and executed. Operation Valkyrie, though ultimately unsuccessful, stands as a testament to the courage of those who dared to resist tyranny. Operation Ivy Bells, tapping the Soviets' underwater nerves. The Cold War, a global chess match played out in the shadows, a battle of ideologies fought with espionage and the ever-present threat of nuclear annihilation. Deep beneath the frigid waters of the Sea of Okhotsk, a secret lies hidden, a network of underwater cables carrying encrypted military messages. To the Americans, these cables represent a treasure trove of intelligence. Using a specially modified submarine, the USS Halibut, divers plant a sophisticated listening device on the Soviet cable, successfully tapping into their communications. For years, the Americans listen in, gleaning valuable intelligence about Soviet naval operations, submarine movements, and strategic intentions. Operation Ivy Bells, a triumph of ingenuity and technical prowess, becomes a cornerstone of American intelligence gathering during the Cold War. Operation Wrath of God, Mossad's hunt for the Munich terrorists. The year is 1972. The world watches in horror as the Munich Olympics is shattered by an act of unspeakable barbarity. A group of Palestinian terrorists belonging to the Black September organization sees 11 Israeli athletes hostage. The hostage crisis ends in a bloodbath. All 11 athletes murdered in cold blood. In the wake of the massacre, the Israeli government authorizes Operation Wrath of God, a covert operation tasked with hunting down and eliminating those responsible. Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, dispatches its agents across the globe, embarking on a relentless campaign of targeted assassinations. From the streets of Beirut to the quiet towns of Europe, Mossad operatives track their targets, striking with deadly precision. Operation Wrath of God, shrouded in secrecy and fueled by a potent mix of grief and vengeance, becomes a defining moment for Mossad. Or Operation Thunderbolt, the raid on Entebbe. The year is 1976. An Air France flight en route from Tel Aviv to Paris is hijacked by terrorists and forced to land in Entebbe, Uganda. Over 100 passengers, mostly Israelis, find themselves pawns in a deadly game of international intrigue. The hijackers, supported by Amin's regime, issue their demands. In Israel, plans are already underway for a daring rescue mission, an operation that will test the limits of their military capabilities. Under the cover of darkness, Israeli transport planes carrying elite commandos make the perilous journey from Israel to Entebbe. The raid is swift, a symphony of coordinated chaos. Israeli commandos storm the airport, engaging the hijackers in a fierce firefight. Hostages are freed, the element of surprise catching the terrorists off guard. In less than 90 minutes it is over. The hostages are safe, the hijackers dead. Operation Thunderbolt, a resounding success against all odds, sends shockwaves through the world. As the dust settles on the battlefields of World War II, a new struggle emerges, the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union find themselves vying for an unlikely prize, the minds of Nazi scientists. Operation Paperclip, a controversial chapter in American history, is born out of this desperate need for scientific advancement. The United States launches a secret program to recruit these scientists, offering them immunity and new lives in exchange for their knowledge. Among those recruited is Werner von Braun, the brilliant but morally compromised mind behind Germany's V2 rocket program. Operation Paperclip, though ethically questionable, proves to be a resounding success in terms of scientific advancement. The attacks of September 11, 2001, forever etched themselves into the global consciousness. Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind these attacks, becomes the world's most wanted man. For years, bin Laden evades capture, his whereabouts a mystery. But in the shadows, a relentless hunt is underway, led by American intelligence agencies. On May 2, 2011, a team of US Navy SEALs launch a daring raid on bin Laden's compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The raid is swift, a surgical strike executed with precision. Bin Laden is killed, his body recovered and whisked away. Operation Neptune Spear, shrouded in secrecy and fraught with risk, brings bin Laden's reign of terror to an end. The invasion of Iraq in 2003 topples the brutal regime of Saddam Hussein. But as American forces sweep through the country, Saddam himself vanishes. Operation Red Dawn, a relentless manhunt led by US forces, is launched with a single-minded purpose: to capture Saddam Hussein. Months of painstaking intelligence gathering culminate in a breakthrough. Acting on a tip, US forces converge on a remote farm near Tikrit, Saddam's hometown. Saddam, once a powerful dictator, is found hiding in a small underground bunker. The capture of Saddam Hussein marks a turning point in the Iraq War, a symbolic victory for the US-led coalition. The year is 1944. Europe groans under the weight of Nazi occupation. In Britain, across the English Channel, a vast armada assembles. The stage is set for the most audacious amphibious invasion in history, Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day. D-Day is not merely a military operation, it is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for courage and sacrifice. Thousands of ships, tens of thousands of soldiers, and a complex web of deception plans come together. Under the cover of darkness, paratroopers descend upon occupied France. As dawn breaks, the full might of the Allied invasion force crashes upon the beaches of Normandy. The fighting is fierce, the casualties heavy, but the Allies gain a foothold on the continent. D-Day marks a turning point in the war, the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. These secret war missions remind us that the course of history is often shaped not on grand battlefields, but in the shadows. Some of these operations, celebrated as triumphs of ingenuity and bravery, serve as testaments to the human capacity for daring and innovation. Others, shrouded in controversy and ethical dilemmas, force us to confront the complexities of war. As we emerge from the annals of history, let us not forget the sacrifices made and the lessons learned from these secret war missions. These stories offer valuable insights into the human condition, reminding us of our capacity for both great good and terrible evil. Which mission do you think had the greatest impact on history? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of war and history.